I call it pants area. It's a crotch
area.
it's
I know, like the crotch and the bum. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just sort of
where you poop. I get it.
Like life happens, so it's
and fart.
Yep.
Farts happen.
They do.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, good morning, and welcome back to the Greeny Coastyle YouTube channel, where we help people shop and live sustainably. Today we are speaking with Kimmy. Thank you so much for coming out, Kimmy.
Yeah, anytime.
And we are talking about raw denim specifically today, and all the need to knows, all the not need to knows, and all the just importance about raw denim, and also a little bit about regular. So stay tuned. Kimmy is a creative freelancer that helps entrepreneurs grow, has a strong passion for raw denim, and is here with us today to share her knowledge. So, thanks for coming out, Kimmy. I'm so excited.
Anytime,
to do this interview.
100%. We've been planning this for a little bit. I'm glad we could actually finally, get together. And
I know.
Film this.
Yep, it's been a long time coming.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, thank you again.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about this. And so, I'm just going to dive right into the questions. Let's go right for it.
Let's do it.
So, first question. What is raw denim and the difference between raw and regular?
Okay, so raw denim is basically, when you get denim, typically it's pre-washed and treated, so you get really nice fades, kind of like with these jeans or those jeans, yeah? Like, they're just already sort of,
yeah.
they come faded a little bit, and,
These are pre-faded.
Right, and then these ones they come like distressed and all that sort of stuff, where raw denim is just traditionally, like, straight up just the denim right after they weave it together, cut into a pair of jeans or a jacket or whatever sort of garment you want.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's dry denim. That's what they typically call it.
Dry denim, yes. Okay, I've heard
it's
about
typically
that.
not like washed as many times, even though technically all denim is washed, unless you get sanforized or unsanforized denim. Then that's pretty much straight up just denim put together, sewn, and shipped to you. So, yeah.
And is that also considered raw denim?
Oh yeah, that is like the true raw denim, because they don't actually like wash it at all. Like,
wow,
most raw denim you do get is technically.
So I guess that would be the most sustainable denim.
Yeah,
you could buy, because no water at all.
No water at all. But the only thing is they're very sort of crusty and cardboardy, and they typically come in heavier weights of denim, just to a bit of a wear-in period, kind of like a new pair of boots or something like that.
Exactly, you gotta wear them in. So almost like the difference between buying brand new or thrifting. Exactly,
yeah. Thrifting is usually, it has like a nice sort of feel to it because it's been worn in, and yeah, the other stuff, not so much.
Yeah, like these jeans for myself, actually, I got them at a thrift store.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Because this rip here didn't take long.
No?
Like, they've been worn in, definitely. And then I think it's like probably 5 days later, or, okay, well, that's not cool. Let's say a week.
A week.
Okay,
That's
give
a
it
fair
a week,
amount of time, yeah.
maybe 2, and then I already split the seams on my jeans.
But it's a good distressed look, you know.
It is, you know, it's trending. And
all
did you buy pre-ripped?
These were pre-ripped.
There you go.
Not my, yep, we're going to save that story. No, we're not going to save that. No.
Okay.
No, we're going to, nope. Okay. Yeah, that's off topic. So,
okay, sure.
Sorry about that. Yep.
I mean, it's related to denim, so.
Oh, no, it was about a shirt. It was like the first shirt I bought when I went to Vancouver. And I got my first paycheck, and I was like, I'm going to buy a shirt. So then I bought a shirt with holes for $200. It was the worst.
Oh, geez. I don't understand.
Ever.
I really don't.
To be fair, I still have that shirt to this day, and I do wear it occasionally. So, but that was my first, I made a lot of money paycheck purchase. So
funny.
Totally unrelated. Anyway.
That's all right. It's interesting what consumers we are, that we're attracted to.
Right.
Like ripped up garments.
Anyways. We can do it ourselves, no problem. So.
Yeah. I guess I'm old fashioned that way. Yeah. Okay, well, cool. Yeah, raw denim. Well, I like it. I know it's sustainable in the fact that it uses so much less water, so much less. Because in the process of making denim, it has to go through a lot of wash processes, and then it already has the fade outs on it when it goes right into a store. But the raw denim, do it yourself.
It's pretty much, do it yourself. And the plus side with that is that you get sort of like your own unique pair of jeans.
Mm-hmm.
And like no one else in the world
Totally.
can have the exact same pair. And it sort of becomes one of those like memorabilia pieces, whereas you wear it through time and you're like, oh, I did this in these jeans or that in these jeans. And time capsule.
Yeah. I love it. Well, that's why I asked you to come on the show.
I mean, by no means am I a denim head or someone who's like super into it, because like the scene is mainly guys, not gonna lie.
It is. I noticed that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just sort of like there's a small little pocket of girls who do it, but it's just sort of a bit interesting when it comes to like hygiene issues, but
hygiene, yes. I'm gonna skip a couple questions since you started that.
So
let's get right on
let's
to
get
hygiene.
into it.
So when wearing the raw denim or whatever, how do you preserve it, or how would you like maintain and without washing it? How do you do that?
Good question, because typically it sort of varies from person to person, because they don't want to get like any sort of snobbery in it, but for the most part you want to wear your jeans 6 months straight every single day without washing them.
Right.
So then of course there can be smells or any sort of like anything can happen. Like say you go to like a coffee shop, then you're gonna have like a coffee shop smell on you for a long time. So what a lot of people tend to do is they fold them up really nicely and stick them in the freezer for at least 5 or so hours, and then they pull them out, and then it helps sort of kill the bacteria. It doesn't actually do it. It makes it it makes it go dormant technically, but
I heard about that.
It kills the bacteria. And then some other guys, what they do is they just sort of hanging up on like a clothesline and spray Febreze and then put a fan on it to let it sort of waft out, and then it usually does the trick. And some people, if it's really really bad, what they do is because you either do soaks or washes with raw denim, and like a soak, what they tend to do, some people like actually wear their jeans and go in the tub and then pour like detergent in and just sort of like sit in the cold water for a little bit. And other people, they just lay the jeans flat in the tub with some detergent without moving it too much, so it doesn't lose a lot of dye. But then it'll help sort of kill the smells.
I don't know about that one, because you're putting water on it. Like I don't know.
Well, it works not too bad if it's cold and you put it in and do not move it.
Don't move.
Like, do not move it whatsoever.
That's interesting.
Because as soon as it moves, then you can even see the indigo just sort of leach out in your jeans.
That's a lot of methods I've never heard of. That's so cool. You know, like you hear like about the freezing or whatever.
And then what I do, because in Canada it gets a little bit cold, is when it gets super cold and I need to really, give them a nice little clean or whatever, then I just put them in my truck overnight when it's like -30, and then they're good to go in the morning. So,
there you go.
Yeah,
nice. That's cool.
That's a thing that happens. Yeah.
Oh, we touched on that already. Okay, so before, like getting back to the beginning, you know how you said like raw denim uses next to nothing, like next to no water.
Yeah.
So would that be the sustainable aspects that you would say raw denim is? Because like what would make it sustainable other than it doesn't use a lot of water? Like that's a pretty big thing.
By far, I think that is the main concept of it, is just the lack of water in, I guess, pre-production of the jean itself.
Yes.
Because I think it takes about roughly 42 liters.
Side question, not side question. Continuing question.
About 42 liters of water per one pair of jeans. And if you think about it, that's a lot of water for just one pair of jeans. And there's hundreds of them, if not thousands, out there. So, and some take even longer if you want, like, especially a lighter wash. So, yeah.
Not good.
Not good.
No, it's not. I lost my train of thought. But that's good.
Yeah.
This is another thing that I noticed. I think on the more older jeans, I guess you can say. So before a lot of fabrics, a lot of garments became like more mixed fibers. Like there's lots of like jeans or different shirts or whatever that have all these different mixed fibers. So and like everything has elastic in it, I've noticed. That's why there's a lot of mixed fibers, because people want stretchy clothes, even if it's jeans, which used to be just, they're no stretch at all.
Straight up denim, yeah.
But there's stretch in like every single pair of jeans now.
There is.
Right?
And it's actually kind of insane, because it's just like, I mean, personally, I don't know, I'm kind of torn on it, because I do enjoy having a bit of stretch in my jeans and stuff, because I tend to go towards the skinnier styles. But yeah, I don't know.
Take a move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would raw denim then do you think would it still have elastic in it, or would it be 100% like cotton or hemp?
Definitely for the heavier weights. Like if we're talking, I think maybe
Gotcha.
12 to 32 ounces, which is like a little bit like cardboard pants. But people do like 32 ounce because you get really crisp sort of fades and stuff. But like for the heavier weights, it's definitely more cotton based. But like for lighter weights, the ones I typically go for, since I do enjoy the skinnier styles, it's like anywhere from 7 to 12. They tend to start throwing in a little bit of elastic or some sort of synthetic fiber.
Okay. Depends on the weight.
Exactly.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know, and I don't know if you know that. I know that.
I don't know. That
But
might.
now you do.
I mean, I don't know. Like, there's definitely people who know a lot more about this than me,
Yeah.
but I know a little bit. So
this is the first denim video. Maybe I'll make another one.
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'll dive deeper in if people ask. And you can leave a comment below. I know we just started the video, but leave a comment below if you're interested in another video and learning more. Oh yeah.
Because I guess fun fact. I guess before the 1970s, all jeans were technically made with raw denim. But then
there you go.
After that, they started to pre-wash and to do all that sort of stuff.
See,
right?
You seem pretty passionate enough. I mean, about this raw denim stuff.
Oh, definitely.
So, what particularly do you think you love about raw denim?
Ooh, okay. We'll say top two things would probably be the fact that I can buy a pair and then it'll last me for like 5 to 7 years, maybe 10, if I take care of them and treat them nicely, I guess. Because I don't really like to buy a lot of new clothes. I like to buy clothes, wear them out, and then possibly get new clothes if I want to change my style up or do something like that.
Exactly.
And then the other one is just the uniqueness of it and just making it something and just like putting the work into it and getting a product at the end that you're just like, yeah, I did that, and all I had to do was walk and sit and live basically, right? So
exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think that people in colder climates have a advantage of of like wearing in a pair of raw denim jeans or jacket or whatever you want to
I think they definitely have a leg up on the hygiene aspect of it with
exactly.
like the smell and like the sweat and the dirt and stuff.
It'd be easier to not stink.
Right. And then you can actually get some raw denim that is sort of insulated, so it's better for like winter climates, like we're talking like below -10 winter climates. You can get raw denim jeans that you can scratch and sniff.
Okay.
You can get glow in the dark ones, you can get it's kind of wild, but
Is there any I mean, kind of jumping on questions, but like
no worries,
are there do you think there's stores like just specifically raw denim? Because I know like Levi's is popular for their denim.
Yeah, they're denim, and they do have a little subset of raw denim.
Yes.
There are like brands that are straight raw denim. I want to say APC and like maybe Naked and Famous, like those are two. And I know there's a lot of Japanese brands out there that are basically strictly raw denim, and they use the Japanese raw denim, which is like the coveted raw denim in the world of denim. Saying denim a lot, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's just sort of like, but yeah, because I guess there's the different types of denim and just how they do the dyeing and
I kind of want to, like, can you elaborate on the...
okay, so with,
like the Japanese
so the Japanese raw denim, I know a little...
Because it's probably different.
Yeah, I know a little bit more about than the Turkish denim. Like, I don't know as much about, but so with certain... I suppose manufacturers of the denim in Japan, they have these old school, like back from the 40s, 50s, like these giant, like two stories seems pretty high, but it's like these massive sort of mills that they sort of run the fibers through, and then they I think it's called rope dyeing or something, where they just go down the strands of it, and they just get like the outer strands so that like the inner strand is like the white color.
Interesting. Yes.
And it's a super slow process, and it's just sort of like on these sort of, I don't want to say ancient because it really wasn't that long ago, but like older technology.
Yeah. Well, like even if you like looking closely at your own jeans, it's like
it's a different sort of.
You see the woven, and it's like it's lighter inside and then darker outside. So, I don't know. The darker threads are overlapped more on the top, and then the lighter threads are overlapped more down here.
Yeah, and then the fun thing about the raw denim is it comes like super dark, like really saturated dark indigo, and then by the time it's done, it sort of matches the color of the inside of the jean, like on the super faded parts. But, yeah,
that's cool.
And then there's also like selvedged jeans. I don't know if you
Yes.
kind of heard about those guys.
Elaborate.
So typically jeans have this sort of unselvedged edge where it's just sort of like not the cleanest thing in the world, but a selvage jean.
Or like without even hemming.
Yeah.
Do you have stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if these are actually proper selvaged, but so just sort of this like red strip where they close it off on itself. If that makes sense. That's probably a horrible explanation of what selvage denim is, but it's just sort of a way to make it more durable, so it'll last a little bit longer.
So I have a question about raw denim. No way.
Let's do it.
Back to denim. That's right. So because they don't wash a lot or whatever, and like you're doing your own wearing down, you're getting your own fades and stuff like this. I notice that in some jeans, like really fresh jeans, like they must be raw denim because I don't know, they make my legs blue. You know what I mean?
Like the indigo rubs off, right?
Yeah. So is that what happened with raw denim too?
Typically, yeah. So that's the one thing. Because I have this habit. I used to have this habit of when I have.
Oh no, your hands.
I was like, is there something on my hands?
No.
I was like, am I bleeding?
No. That's not what I meant. So it's
like,
like if you have like raw denim jeans, and you're like tucking your pants, or like putting them on, I don't know.
Yeah, I had. Oh Lord. Okay.
So tell me about the blue hands.
Okay, so
I'm sure they were blue.
So yeah, I had the bad habit of whenever I'd have like a little bit of something on my hands, I'd just rub them on my legs super quick just to like brush it off or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, and then I'd be like, oh, okay, now my hands are blue. You know what I mean?
Fast.
And it was just sort of like, and then I'd have weird like fade marks on my thighs, and that was my first pair, and that was stop doing that.
Do you have your first pair with you?
It's in my scrap fabric box because it broke.
It broke.
It broke apart, man. Like all the seams were starting to tear because like grade 10. That was
okay. So let's talk about this then. Why did it break? Why did it?
So to be fair,
why did it overwear out?
So some context with this first pair of jeans is I was a little bit like, okay, I'm really gonna get into this, and so like when you're going to school, you have like sort of like your line of clothing you like to wear, and I wore this pair of jeans I think 2 to 3 times a week for the full school year, and then into the summer at work as well. So that's like a lot of wearing in a year, and I didn't wash it until the next following school year. So
that's a long time.
That's a very, very long time to be washing jeans.
I mean, that's like 6 months tops. I don't think I could go over. I mean, maybe a year.
Oh, but seriously, the fades on it, they were gorgeous. Like, like the whiskers, the honeycombs. It was all there, and it was just like, oh yeah, no, they were beautiful. But then I stayed like it blew out in the knees quite a bit, and then sort of like in the crotch area, and then just sort of like in my pocket area, just from putting my hand in and out of my pocket, and where like my back pockets where I'd put my phone, there'd be holes, and so it got to the point where it's just like, okay, these are home jeans, but I can't even wear them at home without having to like wrap something around my waist or doing anything like that. But then like a second skin. I miss them. But
so if you were to like someone wants to do this raw denim thing, whatever it's called, they want to buy a pair of raw denim jeans. What do you think they should stay away from? When they're trying to do this, wearing down.
I mean, it sort of really depends on how involved in the process you want to get. It also depends on like what weight you buy, because I have a feeling the reason why my first pair wore down is because they were only like 8 ounce denim.
Yeah, pretty light.
Where if they were like actually 14 or 12 ounce denim, they might have lasted a wee bit longer. But I would recommend probably not doing like a whole bunch of like heavy athletic stuff or anything that'll cause you to sweat a lot, or if you're a messy eater, maybe don't eat with them on if food ends up in your lap a lot.
Exactly.
Or unless you kind of want that stained vibe, but remember you're gonna be wearing them for like 6 months, so just like take it in stride. But definitely just
so 6 months, like the minimum, or what do you think?
That's a bit of a contentious issue, because there's actually quite a few people who are diehard 6 months every single day. For those 6 months, you have to wear the jeans. Right. But then other people are kind of like, hey, it's okay if you do a soak every now and again, or if you wash it maybe once or twice, just like a light sort of like hand wash and nothing too crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But there's a lot of, I suppose, purists out there who are just like 6 months to a year every single day wear the jeans, and yeah, most of them are guys. Just heads up on that.
Exactly. So you would say no more than a year? Like if you want to do like the 1 year, then just do the 1 year and don't go over?
I mean, I knew.
That's what happened to your first jeans. It was like too
yeah.
long, right?
Because I know someone who they went about a year and 8 months before they washed their pair, and it was like a very solid like it was a 14-ounce pair of denim, and it was just they were gorgeous after, even with all the holes and all that everything. But yeah, he ended up just sort of wearing them to work and doing all that sort of stuff, and he like lived in them, and they actually didn't smell. Which was interesting. Which was curious.
Where did this person live?
He was here, like agriculture. You know, so like he had a general smell of feedlot, but his jeans didn't smell. So.
Interesting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Which is a very distinct smell.
Canada?
Yeah.
Is that where he was about?
Oh, yeah, Canada. He was in sort of farmland country.
Okay, so, yeah. So cold, still.
Yeah.
So that's good. Mm-hmm. Right. Good luck to the people that don't live in Canada. That's all I got to say. If you want to do this.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're out there somewhere, but...
Oh, I'm sure they are. Oh, yes. So I noticed that you brought some raw denim with you today.
Did.
Could you show the viewers?
For sure. Should we start with the super before, middle, or after?
Maybe let's start with the super before. How about?
Right, now, where is that?
Super before.
I want to say it's this pair.
Okay. Looks pretty dark. Almost.
I think
like a black tone.
Yeah, so
or is it still blue?
This is technically a blue.
Oh yeah,
right?
Still dark blue. So, really, really dark.
As you can tell, there's only just like the faint amount of whiskers sort of growing in there.
So you have worn these a little bit.
Yeah, maybe for like not even a week. Not straight or anything, but like just separate. And as you can tell, the one thing I can't get with the lighter weight denim is the honeycombs on the back. I end up just getting sort of like stack marks, which is a vibe in itself, but not quite what I wanted to do. So this would be like a super before, maybe a week wear.
And that brand?
Oh, it's Naked and Famous. Sorry,
okay.
That. I usually buy them from Tate and Yoko, just a company in.
I mean, are they sustainable? This Naked and Famous?
Naked and Famous jeans. Okay, so basically what they tend to do with their Naked and Famous jeans is they import the raw denim material from Japan, and then they actually make it in their sort of warehouse in Canada. So I don't know if that counts for sustainability.
So then, coming from China, then is it like the traditional? Oh no, China. It's terrible.
China.
I didn't say it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. So is this like the same color?
So this
or whatever. Yeah. Did it start off like that same dark blue?
Yeah. So it started off this color.
No way.
And then after I wore this one for I think 7 months before washing.
Look at all these streaks.
And as you can tell, there's like. They're not going to be like super defined because it is a lighter weight denim, but there is a little bit of whiskering going on. And then, as you can tell on the back, just sort of that stuff. And as you can tell, I tend to get holes in my knees a lot. And you can't really see a foam mark in the back of this one. Sorry.
I mean, you can still see the wear.
Right. Where I sit all the time.
Where you sit, because I'm sure you sit. You're human.
So yeah, it just sort of goes from that color to that color.
That's amazing.
After you wear it.
Exciting.
So it's just and they're literally like so soft and comfy, and it's literally like wearing a second skin. It's
So good brand. Would you suggest?
I definitely enjoy Naked and Famous just because they tend to do a lot more of like unisex stuff. So even with like their shirts and stuff, and which is totally off topic, but like just they have a lot more selection for females who want to get into raw denim, because a lot of the raw denim companies cater to the male audience because that's the main market, right? But these guys,
they should change that. I like that then. That's
right.
Cool.
So they actually make different sort of. You can get the denim, you can get any sort of duck canvas, you can get like I'm pretty sure the scratch and sniff ones are only still for guys, and the glow in the dark ones are just for guys. But you know, those are sort of novelty.
So do they sell like? Because I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of interested now. Like I've never owned my own pair of raw denim jeans because I basically thrift the majority of my clothes. Like I don't really buy brand new, but I think it's worth it to buy brand new raw denim.
They'll last you
forever.
Anywhere from like, at least for me personally, anywhere from like 5 to 10 years.
Exactly.
For one pair of jeans.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So yeah, you know, I would definitely buy raw denim.
Yeah.
You know, after talking with you, definitely.
Yeah.
So what was your experience then with raw denim? Like, would you say overall it was a good experience so far? Let's say those jeans that you showed us, the lighter ones.
Overall, I'd have to say it was a pretty sort of good experience. You know,
sort of.
Like there was definitely like some like drawbacks where it's just sort of like I wouldn't be doing things I would normally do. Like I'm very sort of like hands-on. Like I don't have a lot of nice things because it's usually I hands-on and get really dirty. I rip things. I just get in there type thing. So it definitely sort of taught me to hold back a little bit and maybe not say like crawl under a car if something went under it and I needed to grab it, or you know, it
kind of changes your person.
It did. It sort of made me more. I don't want to say composed, but it taught me not to rub my hands on my jeans as much.
You're just more aware.
Exactly, and like eating and stuff, I made sure that like my posture was a little bit better, so I wouldn't be, you know, like getting food on my pants. It's kind of like with like longer hair, just gotta tie it back, so otherwise it gets in the food, and that's no fun.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Well, we can try it. People should try it, and I will try it now.
Yeah, I 100% recommend it. Definitely just sort of do your research and your own sort of due diligence on what brand you want to support.
Yeah, do further research than this video.
And sort of like what weight of like denim you're going to be comfortable with, because like just know that the heavier weight you go, the more stiffer and sort of starchy it gets, and it takes a lot more of a wear-in period to where the point where you're going to be like walking around and you're going to feel really sort of awkward and stiff and not really naturally flowy, and that's why I tend to go for, as I said, the lighter weight denims.
Okay.
Just because it sorry, I like cough there. Just because it moves with me a little bit more, because I find I'm very sort of active and I'm very you know. I don't know what the proper word for it is, but yeah, active.
Yeah, and you wear skinny jeans, so
I definitely enjoy the skinnier style. I used to have a straight leg style, but then I went to a skinnier style because I realized that it probably went better with my height. So yeah.
I think it looks good. I like it. So
I'll see.
Would you do the raw denim wear and tear challenge? I really don't want to say it, but would you, buy your own pair of raw denim jeans again?
I foresee myself doing this into the future. I don't know how long into the future, but definitely I foresee myself having raw denim a part of my life in some way, shape, or form, whether it's in jeans or like a denim jacket or...
Oh, yes, jackets. So have you had a jacket before? Like raw denim?
No. So far I've only had just like a basic denim jacket, but
I'm kind of interested in that.
I am looking into the whole raw denim jacket because I've seen some of the like really cool fades, and then it's just, like I'm into the patch trend and all that sort of stuff, and just making it super unique and one of a kind,
Totally.
Yeah.
So if anybody, like people watching, was interested in like buying raw denim or just denim in general, like, would you encourage the raw denim, or would you just say regular?
I would definitely encourage it. Just sort of look at yourself as a person and be like, okay, is this something that I can sort of get behind? Because in a way, it is really low maintenance. You just throw your pants on and then occasionally throw them in the freezer.
Really sustainable.
You know what I mean? But if you're that kind of person who's always constantly a mess, maybe think twice. But who knows? Maybe it'll help you sort of break some old habits and. Yeah, I don't want to say change because you should never change.
No, don't change. You're beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Stay the way you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that was really off topic, sorry.
I love it.
But it was, it's just sort of, if your heart says go for it, man. Just do what your heart wants you to do. And
Amen. And specifically for jeans, like pants?
Yeah.
Or jackets?
Yeah.
Same thing?
Definitely, like
follow your heart.
pretty much that's just my life advice.
Do you
is,
think?
like,
I mean,
follow your
I know
heart,
that you just said that you've never had like the raw denim jacket.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be harder or easier to like get your
sort
crunches
of
and
where
the
it is?
creases?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
The only thing with, because like I understand like.
And wouldn't if it's a jacket, wouldn't like your clothes get blue? Like if you're wearing like, right?
It does happen. Like that's why they recommend not to wear a white shirt when you first get your raw denim jacket, because otherwise it will. So it'll like bleed through. But I don't know, because like each of the garments have their own sort of hygiene hazard in a way, because you know like your pants have your pants area.
Exactly.
You know, but then when with your jacket, you also have to deal with like armpit BO and just sort of like any other general mess that can happen on your torso. So I don't know why I call it pants area. It's a crotch
area.
it's
I know,
is,
like the crotch
you know
and the bum. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Just sort of
where you poop. I get it.
Like life happens, so it's
and
just,
fart.
Yeah,
farts happen.
They do.
Okay. Anyways. So then I guess for people that are interested, what are some brands that you would consider, like if people are searching for raw denim?
Just sort of like entry brands, would you say? Because like the price ranges, they are a little bit pricier.
That's the thing. So maybe for someone first buying raw denim, maybe they wouldn't want to overly.
They wouldn't want
spend.
like a $500 pair.
No.
But it's raw denim is sort of like regular denim, where you have like sort of your different levels.
Right.
But just also know
that
like the cheaper you go, it's also depending on the brand, because some brands offer some really awesome entry level pairs, but the cheaper you go, sometimes the quality is not always the greatest.
Yep.
But you can easily get a pair for under $100 from. On sale, you can get a Naked and Famous pair for under $100. I know you can maybe get APC on sale. The Gap does some raw denim. Levi's does raw denim.
Yeah.
And then there's just a whole slew of like Japanese brands that do raw denim. So
there you go.
Definitely research it. Find a brand that you like. Support them, and just try it out for 6 months or so. And
if any better, if you find a sustainable raw denim brand.
There we go. Yeah.
Let me know. Please, in the comments below. Let me know, because I'd be interested. I love sustainable brands. Yeah. And I'm sure Kimmy is. Yeah.
And if you have a favorite brand, put it down in the comments. I'll check it out, because right now I'm sort of just a one brand girl, but you know.
Yeah. We'd love to hear what you have to share.
Brands, so. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I guess we can wrap up now. Let's
Okay.
wrap up.
There we go.
Thank you for joining us. And thank you for bringing all your denim.
Thank you for storing it all here on, it's really random, but you can't see it, but there's a lot of denim.
There is.
There's a lot of denim.
And so thank you, everybody, for watching this YouTube video segment on raw denim. And if you have any other fibers, any other fabrics you want me to do a segment on, I'd love to do that. We could dive into hemp, maybe. I love that fiber. That's a really good one. Really good sustainable
hemp, leather,
fiber. Vegan leather. That's a big topic. Kind of iffy about it's a little shady. I gotta say that.
There is a lot more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah.
But that's next time.
But
sometime
comment below. Goodbye. No.
Goodbye. Also, sorry to any denim heads. You definitely know more than me, but
Right. I'll probably do another one with you guys.
Yeah,
because Kimmy doesn't know a lot.
I know a little bit, and plus my memory sucks. So it's just sort of wear a helmet.
So thank you for watching again. I think if anybody, like I said, you had any other ideas or videos that you want me to do regarding different fibers, different fabrics, whatever, I'd love to do them. Specifically sustainable ones, or we talked about leather. I'm just repeating myself. Or you can send me an email at greenecostyle@outlook.com. You can also send me a direct message on my Instagram. I'm at greeneco_style. So thanks for coming out again. I hope everybody has a gravy day and stay hydrated. Bye. Oh.